back 50. Yeah, I know I did. So I tried so hard to sleep last night, and it just did not happen. Like I didn't. Well, I had my nieces over. No, don't rotate the device. So, just had a little bit of a rough time getting up this morning, and also, so this whole sunrise. Oh no, it's telling me I have to rotate the device. No, don't do that. Hey Ben, is this looking all messed up? Morning, by the way, and Happy New Year, man. Oh, these settings are so goofy. I hate it when it does this. Would you mind letting me know if I'm all weird, like on an angle or something? 90 degrees. Stupid freaking thing. I hate it when YouTube does that. Happy New Year, man. All right, then we're going to have to go with like the ridiculous vertical format here. Get this all set up. We're out here. I'm neglecting my duties of getting a rod set up, so I'm going to go do that right now. Get this whole thing going. You should be able to hear me okay, I believe here. Andrew Fishman, what's up, man? How are you doing? Happy New Year, dude. I imagine you've been going through the new year already for a bit. Yeah, stupid boy. Dude, if you don't have the camera set up just right, like before you do everything, then YouTube doesn't let you change like the rotation or whatever. I should have gone with StreamYard. I went straight live streaming with YouTube. That was my mistake. So, well, this is our sunrise this morning. It's super foggy out here. Let me invite you over here while we get some baits ready. I'm out here with Rich. We're going to try and get ourselves, we're going big, redfish hopefully, but probably a lot of whiting. I just want to catch some fish. My whole intention, my whole goal is just to be out here. Now let me ask, when I stepped away, were you able to see okay? Were you able to hear me okay? Second already. Yeah, you guys are always a step ahead. I always keep asking you guys, I know it's probably like an old joke, I'm always asking you guys for like lottery numbers and stuff. Hola amigo, ¿cómo está? Feliz Nuevo Año, mi amigo. Good morning, Nodi. Naeem, how are you doing, man? Happy New Year. This is like a family tradition of mine. It's actually been a couple of years since I did. It faded. Damn it. Damn it. Can't get anything right this morning. I thought the headphones might do it, but apparently they didn't. Oh, that's a bummer. So we have to go portrait mode, and my audio stuff ain't working. So this is great. Thank you. Appreciate them making stuff so easy. Muy geniales. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Todavía mucho pescado, pero es poquito pescado para todavía. We were getting a lot of whiting last night, so that's kind of like, that's all I'm really worried about. That having been said, there's a lot of big reds out here. We were killing the drum the other day. I can tell you, but it might break the wood. Oh, that's why you guys are always holding out on me. Mr. Fishman here is out of Australia, by the way, gentlemen. He's one of the OGs. How have you been doing, man? Still doing Twitch? I apologize for not keeping up with that. It got kind of hard to handle all the different platforms. If you'll notice, I bailed on social media, too. Let me do something real quick. Gonna get right up in your face, make things uncomfortable. going to be swinging for the fences today, boys. I do not. It's 60 degrees out here, if that. I do not want to be getting wet. So we're trying to, I'm going like big surf casting rods, trying to get that X sandbar from dry land. And I'll have a better shot on everything in just a moment once we get all set up here. Rich has one set up there, now he's going for a second. And if it's anything like it was last night, we should be tearing them up. Who knows what happened to them overnight. Hey, I appreciate you for coming and hanging out with us this morning. Everybody there. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to be showing up, if they, you know, if anybody would. I figured a lot of people would be sleeping in. There we go. I didn't think I'd be needing a moderator on a stream like this. What's up with that? Hey, you got a whole one. Dude, Happy New Year. He found himself a sand dollar, whole one. Maxine, my mother-in-law, is always harassing him about getting shells while he's out here, so now he has fulfilled his duties. Who's that? Dude, hey, what's up, Pickle? A 24-hour shift, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Appreciate you spending some of that with me, my friend. I hope it doesn't go too long for you. Right, dude? They're probably all had like their little meeting and they're like, yeah, we're going to have to double down on the spamming this year. You know, really do it right. So I got an invention I'm working on. This is just between us, it's a secret. But I want to reinforce the PVC pipe and put the rods in. And we experimented with these for the first time yesterday, and dude, they work good. You don't have to go as deep with them, and they stick in the ground a lot better. I got that rebar out, sticking out in front, so when they get pulled over, not only can, you know, they can't just lean over and get pulled out of the sand, they have to actually get pulled over through the rebar. All right, let's see if Rich has something here. He just did a hook set. Little bit of seaweed out there. Ran into an interesting problem with seaweed yesterday. We came out here, actually we were about a block down that way, and we cast our lines out and just got buried in seaweed on the lines. And one of those where it's like, you know, you cast out, let it sit for 5 minutes, come to reel it in, and then you know, you'd have 3 or 4 feet of seaweed all piled up on the line. So we were like, screw this. We're going to go drink. We're done. And I looked down the beach, and the waves are breaking really clean. I thought that was really awkward. I couldn't see any seaweed where, you know, just down the beach. So I walked down the beach, and I go fishing like 40 yards down the beach. Perfectly clear. There's no seaweed at all. And it's that bayweed, that fine stuff. So we're down there, and I'm fishing, I'm catching fish, a bunch of whiting, I get a redfish, and I'm like, what the heck? Well, the very first place that we parked was like one of these converging currents trash piles. Just sheer stupid dumb luck, we found one. And then just sheer stupid dumb luck, we actually found out that we were in front of it so we could move along. Hey Ben, yeah, I'm gonna make a couple of prototypes. If you want one, I've got a ton of this stuff. They only cost a couple of bucks, and I'm trying to improve some things. But if you ever want one, like next time I meet up with you, dude, you can have one. We're already gonna like make the second round of test ones. Pescar en playa es increíble. Sí, es muy bonito todo el día, pero es frío. Mucho frío. Frío no bien for me. Outdoors fishing dream, man. Good morning, Happy New Year. So is it have you had New Year's yet, or are you waiting for, or have you already had that like yesterday? Like, is today your first already? Sí, yeah. Sol es mejor. Hey, I got one on. Hold on one second. Rich is yelling at me because I'm paying attention to the phone. I'm trying to see the rod on the screen, but I can't really tell if it's getting hit. Probably is, though. We were doing really good with them yesterday. We got about a half dozen in like 40 minutes. Sheer stupid luck describes how I got through life. Yeah, right, exactly. Sure describes the fishing trips. Man, that's no joke. Ah, yeah, yesterday. Well, man, Happy New Year. I bet they robbed me already. It can get to be kind of hard watching two rods at the same time. I tried to because I'm trying to collect meat. But man, you end up like doing that in live stream. You go from rod to rod, switching out baits. It goes fast. Te espero en España para pescar juntos. Screwdriver, it's coffee. I had a lot of it. Mi amigo, lo siento, pero yo no sabe. Espero y pescar juntos. No, lo siento, yo no sabe, espero y juntos. Juntos. I know that. I'm just getting wrong. I try to see on the cameras pointed to each rod, all those feeds. Yes, now we're talking. Especially with like the new year. All right, you have to excuse me. I'm gonna have to reel this in, and I gotta check that bait because I guarantee it's gone. I got robbed. Aquí tienes tu casa. Sí, es por ti tú. Aquí es tu casa todo día, todo año. Ben, I like where you're at, man. One hit wonder, I am robbed. A little bit of seaweed, not terrible. Not fun. Not my favorite thing in the world to clean lines. Mi amigo, hasta luego, bien día. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Buena suerte para 2023. Somehow I got this thing tied in a knot. I'm I'm gonna catch a fish, I promise. Catching a fish on the first live stream of the year, watching the sunrise, hypothetically. It made me feel very accomplished for today. I'll be driving to Waco. We've got my nieces in town, Peter. We got his daughters. But I had to do a little bit of fishing before we make that drive. I'll feel much better about my life in general if I can just catch one fish today. Let's get her all baited up. I might have to hold the rod. If we're going to be talking on the stream, I should probably have a little bit better eye on it, I suppose. I got pretty good odds, Duddy. I'm not terrible at what I do. I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm not terrible. All right, I'm gonna cast it out real quick. I don't know what way to face this. Morning. Happy New Year. Less productive than I wanted it to be. I lost my bait. Try it again. See how this goes. Having issue with the seaweed out here. All right, what do we got? Fishing with Fredo. How are you doing, man? Happy New Year. On my way to the lake. Just thought I'd stop by, wish you and your family a Happy New Year, my friend. I stuck out some mama's gonna be fish. Yeah, hey, I did the same. Rachel was supposed to be out here with me. She had a hard time sleeping last night. Keep taking care of the kids and stuff. She was really like, she was mama bird and my nieces. But man, Happy New Year. Good luck at the lake. Not missing too much here on Padre. A lot of seaweed in the waters, making things tough. Exactly. That's it. Ben, you exactly nailed it with that, man. You are right. As long as you get fish, then you're a success. And there's only less, like a little amount of arguing with that. Yeah, that seaweed's piling on quick. A lot worse than it was yesterday. Well, it's not worse, but it's more widespread than it was yesterday. Current kicked it up or something. Poor Rich's rods are getting inundated here. Well, Japan, how are you doing there, man? How's your trip going? And Happy New Year. We're enjoying the sunrise out here on Padre Island, but it's a bit of a false bill of goods. I'm afraid the fog is super heavy. So that's actually your sunrise right there. At the very least, Rich, if we're not able to get fish, we can get a tan. The jug being so foggy. Have you had them steal your bait?
No, I had one run with the first cast. I haven't caught anything in
So there are fish out there. Just planning our New Year hike with my parents and feeding my daughter. Man, that is awesome. I beat you to the New Year's hike. This is my New Year's hike. But like mine's. Family tradition. I want to get out here. I want to see the first sunrise at the beach. That just makes the whole rest of the year feel so much better. I don't think we did that last year, but most years we do that. I feel good. I feel good about this year. How are y'all doing? How do y'all feel, like everybody there? How do you feel about your New Year coming up? Got any exciting plans in the works? I have some thoughts on the YouTube channel stuff that we're going to do. I don't know. The numbers are weird on YouTube.
Hi there. It's currently 7:45 a.m. with a current temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit.
My alarm just went off. I'm a numbers guy on YouTube, so I see the numbers, and I'm like, okay, these are things to fix. And sometimes it's not stuff to fix. I just, maybe put too much stock in the numbers. But I do feel like I need to make some improvements. Keep getting better. A gear brake. Done a gear brake. What is that? A gear brake? I apologize. I'm missing out on you, man. I don't get what you're saying. Sorry. Oh. All right, I'm getting nibbles. Hold up. Keep it coming. It's not really the nibbles I'm into, but when that activity can bring in the big guys, as long as the bait stays there long enough. Oh, I don't think I got him. I think I missed him. Yep, and they got my bait. All right, let's rebait here. But I got a hit. That's a good sign. If there's fish, I can get it. What do you mean by gear brake? I like for some reason my head is stuck on you saying, "Have I done a gear brake?" This is the cast right here. This is going to be it. Tell you what we're gonna do. Oh, there it is. Robo voice. Gear breakdown. Pyramid weights are split. Circle hooks. Good man. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need to do that. And you got perfect timing because I'm gonna set up another rod. One is just not enough for me. So here's what we're doing. I get my rod. All right. So we got a little bit of a current. And it's pushing right up into the truck here. Want to make sure I got the heater close if I need it. So what I'm doing is I'm just using a simple drop shot using spider weights because of that current. I haven't got one tied on here yet, but I am using smaller circle hooks. That's just about whiting size. I'm using the shrimp fish bites and a small spider weight. That's about it. Going real simple with it. And then I'm using a cut shrimp also. So cut shrimp and shrimp bites. And the way I don't like my rods traveling with weights on them, so especially with we're driving back to doing that whole Waco drive. So what I do to tie on the weight in particular is I use a surgical knot. The way you do that, this is the end of my line. I've got a little drop shot on there. On the end of the line, I'm going to tie it, I'm double over my line. And then I'm going to take that loop, I'm going to tie a knot with that loop. Sometimes I would probably just tie this on and then cut it off later. Today I want to be able to switch this out just in case. So I tied a knot with that loop. Now I'm going to go back through there 2 more times. Helps if your hands aren't freezing cold. And that's a surgical knot. Real simple. You just do 3 knots with a loop on there. Cinch that guy down. That was a big pour right there. It might be seaweed. So now that I've got that loop, that's a real strong loop that we got on there, I can just put the loop through and then around, and that weight can get switched off real easy. It takes like 2 seconds. So if it's too big, too small, or if I just, want to break it down when it's freezing outside and I got to get home on the road and I want weights traveling with my rod, it comes off real easy. Same thing. Fish bite? Now I'm going to use a piece of croaker for this one. Change it up a bit to see what happens. It'll sit in the surf just a little bit longer than shrimp will. Just in time to check the other rod. Rich is doing the same. All right. So I didn't get skunked on the first day of the year. I counted at least. I don't know if anybody else does. Tourist trout, yeah. I like that easy loop knot for weights. A little hard to swap weights with it. Yeah, exactly. And I just have I despise traveling with weights. There we go. Now all we gotta do is upgrade, right? And clean our lines. Watching a rod, cleaning lines, and doing a live stream, dude. A little bit more work than I thought it was going to be. I'll have fun though. I think if I just keep a better eye on the lines, I won't have the issue with seaweed quite as much. to go upstream a little bit in hopes I can get away from that seaweed a little. Keep that rod nice and high. Maybe I can keep it out of the seaweed. Let's see if that works. And we got to check this other line now. That is a lot of seaweed. I don't like that. A lot more weed than I was expecting today. Hey, Small Water, how are you doing? Happy New Year, man. Hope you guys are having fun. Don't just got the skill of handling a hardhead catfish. Very useful controlling without getting thin. Man, that's no joke. I appreciate you noticed that, Ben, because I was kind of thinking that too. Not so much that it was like skill or anything, but I was literally thinking in my head like, dude, don't get finned, don't get finned. If you get finned, don't yell. don't let anybody know you got finned on camera. It's low tide. All this shit's coming out from the bays and piling up on the beach. Oi.
I know I'd bring 4 poles to the beach, 2 in the water, and then you spend the rest of your time cleaning the other ones.
Yeah. Instead of like half of fishing is just cleaning your lines. Dude, there's a boat washed up from Florida down the beach over here. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, man, but I'm looking forward to it. And congratulations on that. Looked like a cool video. Looks like you guys had some fun with that. I'm making my way around, been on vacation, so I'm not I am not up to date with my YouTube watching at the moment. But I plan on getting all back up to speed come this next week as I'm recovering from vacation. How the heck? I tied a big old knot right on the end of my rod. How did I do that? Boy. You watch right now. See, it's a good thing when you get all knotted up and birds nest stuff like that, because that's when you catch a fish on your other line. Spears and tannerite? Really? You're doing tannerite with hogs? That's freaking awesome. I'm a Texas boy. You're a man after my own heart on that one. All right. Man, let's try this again. See if we can do it without getting all tangled up. saying. He said he saw a fish and surf, something pretty big roll. So we know they're around. They're taking our baits. Just having a hard time fighting them with the weeds. But we're going to persevere. Boy, need that coffee. Back to editing. Hey, good luck. I look forward to seeing that, man, and tear it up in 2023. I'm looking forward for everybody here having like an amazing year. Rig hard, morning and happy new year. Hey, tight lines to you too, my friend. Appreciate that. Thank you. I know everybody's busy. I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me for a minute though. Took a hit a second ago. I'm wondering if I already got robbed. Let's see. I'm feeling this one. So while I'm watching this one, you watch that one right there. Keep an eye on it for me. Not that you can see anything in this fog. By the way, hey, how are you enjoying the sunrise, huh? That's it right there. And it's up too. The last time I did a New Year's morning stream like this, it was the exact same way. It was real foggy. I think that was 2 years ago. I don't remember what we did New Year's last year. I don't think we did a stream though. A little bit of a bumpy ride in 2022, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for things to be a little bit more, a little bit calmer in 2023. I'm looking forward to more fish in 2023. That one just went slack. That one just went slack. Might mean hard heads. Your line will go slack when you're sitting there fishing. We got these, pretty decent weights on there, these spider weights. So if something's big enough to pull up that weight out of the sand, pull it up off the bottom, your line will go slack like that. Hardheads have a tendency to just sitting there. They're not going to go anywhere. So you don't see them fumbling around on the line or anything. Oh, I guess a big ball of seaweed will do that too. Yeah, he got robbed. Nothing. So nice. I love just being out here. It's cold, but man, it's it just feels good. It's fresh. It's refreshing. Definitely gonna do more fishing this year. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, me too. We were at the Fina Docks yesterday. Nice. Slayed the reds and sheep's head, dude. I'm envious. Hey, dude. Hey, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you. You never see it on camera, but doing this stuff, like, you have a little bit of a, I don't know what to call that, but like you always kind of second guess yourself, You always kind of question your life's decisions. So I thank you for that. I appreciate it. My ego thanks you. Athena Docks, dude, I hadn't been out there in a long time. I know the sheep's head are coming through. We were doing good with the drum the other day. I got a red yesterday. But we've been down at Pat Green off the beach. I haven't been, I assume you were on a boat for that. Did you take a charter? I know Monty Graham and those Texas fishing tip guys, they love it down there. Hey, game on, dude. I'm always up for it. I have a hard time getting in touch with people. I have a hard time getting in touch with my own family for a fishing trip. But I'm always game for one. I love this, dude. I'm out here. It's cold, and I don't do cold. I'm getting catfish with, you know, seaweed packed lines. And I'm loving life. I'm good with that. Hey, game on, dude. How do I get a hold of you? I promise to bring value. There's very little I can promise for anything in the world, but that's like my guarantee to anybody whenever I have a conversation like that. I promise to bring some kind of value. And that line's getting... Oh, that one's got seaweed on it. I guarantee it. They don't have any fireworks. Yeah, not yet. Rachel is she's a firework fiend. We're gonna go buy them discount today, a lot of them, and she's gonna be blowing some stuff up at my parents' house later this week. I guarantee it. Game on, man. Rig hard. We'll get it together, sir. Andrew, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, did you see that? That's a red that just rolled right there in the surf.
That's what I said.
Right in front of me. I'm sitting here catching seaweed, and the big fish are sitting here in the slop. Damn it. That's how it goes. Happy just to have seen him, I suppose. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not happy just to have seen him. I want that damn fish. He's just right here, like 15 feet in front of me. Oh, the weed. Now I'm curious if this big line up above us is all covered in weed. It's been out longer. But on the plus side, I still got my bait. It's a good sign, right? All right, try this one again. We've been out here for 50 minutes now. We're getting robbed, but we hadn't brought anything in. It's been kind of hard going. Just because the seaweed really has been like the main thing, main issue. It's making it hard to keep the bait out there. Oh, Rich just got hit. They got him, and I think I got to check this other rod too. I know that thing's going to get piled up if I don't.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Sorry to say, it's just too cold for me.
Is there a bad riptide? No, it's not terrible. No, actually, it's not bad at all. The rip is not bad. It's just it's low tide, so all of that crappy bayweed from in the bays just spilled out onto the beach. So that's all just sitting out here in the surf right now. Got a pompano on the 23rd, just before the cold front. It was, man, they were really doing good with pompano right about that time you're talking about. I haven't been able to get into them. I just keep missing the days. I was out here like the day after the cold front. I got shit for timing. Try this again. That worked. I got a lot less weed on my line by walking that guy upriver. So I'm gonna do that again. Lost the bait, but I didn't get totally inundated with weeds. All right, let's see what that does. Keep the rod in hand for a minute too. Dragging in more weeds behind us over here. Hey. The Trouter slammed surfside on the Port A jetty 3/4 of the way down. Lived out 20 minutes this past Thursday. Man, I do. And we were talking about doing the Port A jetty a couple of days ago. We ended up not doing it. I don't even remember why. I think it was because my nieces were here, so it was easier to take them to the beach. I'll relay that to Rich, though. He'll be real thankful for that info. He would love to get into that. Texas regulators got heavy-handed during that front banning. I saw that. I didn't even know. We were driving down. I saw everybody was like not on the piers. I just thought they were being kind of wussy. And then it turns out that it was illegal to fish back there. I had no idea. Rich told me about it later on. Really working for them, for that 1 or 2 whiting we're hoping to get. Oh, dude, Righard, that's some very valuable insight, sir. I appreciate that. It's been a long time since I've been to that North Jetty. I want to go do that again. It's a good time of year for that too. Guarantee that rod's all full of weeds. My dad was in there a couple of years ago. He took my daughter. Oh. Maybe. Little guys. Never mind. But he took my, I'm probably right in that hole. My daughter and my nieces, they were up in there. I think it was in January or February. And there's a big bait ball hanging out in there, swirling around. The girls were all out there swimming in it. And they got to looking at it, and it wasn't bait, it wasn't mullet, it was sharks. A bunch of little tiny pup sharks just been birthed, and they were in that hole just swimming around. All little guys, like it wasn't anything, nobody was gonna get hurt. Yeah, dude, I hear you on that, Ben. I tell you what, though, I agree, like that can get hard. But if you ever get a wild hare and you want to do it, man, I'm game. Been a long time since I've been over there. I know there's fish out here. And that line just went slack. Gonna have to check it now. It's got the weeds. Not terrible. I much prefer getting it off here now rather than waiting to let it pile up. Gentlemen on the stream over here is saying they're killing trout on the North Jetty at Port Aransas. My father-in-law says thank you for the information about the jetty fishing, and in return he would like to extend to you some information about where to not fish. That's kind of our area of expertise at the moment. Damn it, man, I still got a bait on there. Because they're not wanting to hang out in these weeds. That's disappointing. He says, oh, hell yeah. Sorry about that. I wanted to put a fresh bait on here before I cast it back out. All right, let's see what that does. Jackasses are just flying down the road over here behind us. Trying to position the camera where I can watch this other rod here. Not working out too great for me though. Justin Garza, man, how are you doing? Happy New Year's, appreciate that. Right now the species I'm going for is anything that'll fit on a plate. Oh. Yeah, I'll take anything I can get right now. Sorry about that. Both these rods are bumping. But nobody's running with it. Come on, come on. I've got them precariously like overlapping each other. The one's a lot closer than the other, so my hopes is that I can like pull through them. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm down for the dual rods. Anytime. Hey, that is a problem I am more than happy to have. 2 rods going off. Mr. David Martin, Happy New Year, sir. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We are enjoying the very first sunrise out on Padre Island for 2023. And that's it right there. We are inundated with heavy fog this morning. It's cold. We are dealing with heavy amounts of bayweed in the water. Our only catch so far has been a hardhead catfish. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. I am loving life right now. Had a beer in each hand. This morning, Stan got a rod in each hand there. I will say I had to forego a handful of drinks last night in order to make this happen. I was pretty excited about doing it though, so. Now that other rod's bumping pretty good. Now let's check them both. Make sure we keep fresh baits on them. About the only thing you can do with conditions like this when you got all this seaweed, just check them frequently. I did get robbed. I'd rather be pulling in a line with no bait than a line with still has its bait on. Gives you hope. Gives you validity. Like you didn't catch him, but you're doing something right because you almost did. They were going for whatever it is you're presenting. least that's what I tell myself. Get this guy back out there. Yeah, that last cast went right where I wanted. I could not have planned that better. I'm using, we're using frozen shrimp with shrimp bites. Conditions were just a little bit rough to be going live. I think it just wasn't worth the expense out here. And we're trying some croaker on some of them too. That rod's bouncing. That one I just put out. They already have seaweed on it. Real foggy here in Newfoundland this morning. Light mist, can't wait for snow too. What are the temperature? Yeah, you're waiting for snow. I'm crying about 60 degrees. We're using shrimp, tried croaker. Getting bites, it's not really going anywhere. We're not getting big runs. That's all we need. One good piece of time. This story goes from being a seaweed fest nightmare to being, one good history with one good fish. All right. Go for the long haul down the beach one more time. Sorry about that. I had to change out rods here. Let me go ahead and check this one again while we're at it. Yeah, a lot of weeds again. Maybe it'll be weeds and a hard head. That would be epic. I definitely was not thinking when I set this live stream up last night that I would be treating anyone to seaweed and hardheads this morning. Yeah. So you're obviously absolutely right about that. I should be getting out deeper. We're not going to be here too much longer because I got to make a run to Waco and I don't have a change of clothes. I didn't want to do a 5-hour drive wet, so yeah, I'm being chicken shit on this one. But you're doing the right call out. I just don't want to be wet for that drive. I was really hoping just to get a few whiting and call it a day. Grant, Happy New Year, man. Weeds and hardhead surf and turf. Yeah, water's cold too. Yeah, you're not kidding about that. Yeah, it is. I don't do cold, and I joke about that more than I like. I'm not that bad. I cry about it a lot, but I'm actually not too bad about the cold. But man, I tell you what, last night we were freezing. Hey, Grant, Happy New Year's to you and your family, man. Tell them I said hey. Hope you guys had a lot of fun last night. You're duck hunting in the fog. You gonna do a live stream? You gonna live stream your duck hunt? This dude, the model of hardcore, just put out a video where they were in their John boat chopping through ice to get out into the ducks. I'm out here crying about 60-degree water temperatures. He's cutting ice for duck hunting. Yeah, exactly right. I live in South Texas for a reason. Ah, boo. I handle 110 just fine. But I do have my issues with 55. A little chilly for me. You don't look very enthusiastic about your spread. All right, let's do this again. I'll hold the rod this time, see if maybe that makes a difference. Yeah, oh, hey, Grant, you're not wrong about that, man. I'll send you some pictures. They are all lined up along the causeway down here. We got a ton of them. We've been joking about driving down there with pellet guns. I don't know what species. I didn't get a close look. They might just be coots, but there are flocks of them all up and down the Laguna Madre, the bay. My issue holding the rod like this, I have a tendency to want to set the hook, and I got circle hooks on there. I'll try not to do that. That big rod's bouncing a little. I guess that's probably not worth checking right now, though. I either got them or I don't. Yeah, sorry, you got me being a wuss. Viviana Velasquez. Hey, first off, for anybody who was not able to get their sunrise, Viviana, this is just for you. This is our South Texas sunrise right now. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. You're not missing out on too much. A lot of seaweed in the water. You see my father-in-law is pulling some in as we speak. So far, the only catch we got is a hardhead. Oh no, look, he got something. Catch of the day! Yeah, we got one. Bait. Hey, I'll take it. Bait any day. We got it. Yeah, that makes my day right there. That's what we needed. We got a fish. I don't care if it's whiting. I don't care if it's smaller than the bait we used to get it. We got a fish. That will end up being bait for a big redfish or a big drum or a shark or something. Who knows what? It's an opportunity. And right now, that means 2023. You know, it's the first day of the year. That's what we're doing. It's opportunities right now. Going out later for high tide coming in, St. Augustine, Florida. You need to be live streaming that. I want to jump in on it. I wish I was in St. Augustine. Like, I'm enjoying this. I'm having a blast out here. I do not mind the seaweed and hardheads and tiny whiting and the lack of sunrise on my sunrise live stream. But I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of time in Florida right now. Hey, good luck. Are you, yeah, you said you're doing high tide, so I assume you're going to get out and do a little bit of fishing. I hope you fare better than us, but the real win would just be having as much fun as we're having. Car is driving by. What are you saying? Send it. Was that me? Did I say something? Did I get distracted? Was I supposed to send something? Now I forget what I was talking about. Sorry. It happens. Oh, okay. Ton of seaweed on the line, but I am feeling some nibbles. Maybe I can get a whiting. Or maybe it's just like really big trash bumping my line. You never know right now. Yeah, okay. I appreciate you clarifying that for me. I don't think we're going to be going for redfish here with whiting. Not a bad call, you're right about that, but you were also right about having it farther out than what we're doing right now. What he'll probably do is take that, I'm on borrowed time here, but he'll probably take that down to Packery Channel and take a shot at a redfish over there. We got a bunch of whiting yesterday, and he was just excited about freezing them up. He wouldn't even let me fillet them because he wanted them for redfish bait at the jetty. Surf fishing. Oh, nice. Been skunked the last 2 outings. Trying again before back to... Hey, I commend that. Trying again. Get on it, man. And good luck. Fish that sunk barge. It's on foot. Yeah, that's exactly where he wants to put it. You know, they're cutting that thing up into pieces now. There's only, well, there's pieces of it left. They're trying to get that stupid thing out of there. You see that? I posted a video of, I don't know, 6-8 weeks ago now. But I was out there fishing with one of the guys from the live streams that we do. And with Chris, as we were out there fishing, they took another barge out through that channel and crashed it into the rocks. They pulled it out of there, but that's the 3rd barge that they've crashed. Oh yeah, man, I could have this conversation for a long time. That whole deal, from the 3 barges that they crashed to the, so they cut the pilings for the ramp up to the pier. Instead of pulling them out of the ground, they just cut them off and then piled up sand on top of them. Well, the high tide washed the sand away. Someone hit one of those pilings. Idiots, man. And then the whole mess about them wanting to go 1 piling on it. I'm a proponent, like as somebody who enjoys surfing and somebody who enjoys fishing, that pier needs to have the double pilings. Oh, I guarantee I'm collecting weed now. But yeah, that whole thing, that conversation's, I get animated about that one. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like having that barge next to the jetty. There's different ways of getting it there. A lot of weed, and I still got my bait. That is not a good sign. No bueno. Keep seeing these tugs on the poles, and I just, whenever you get weed piling up on them, it mimics what some of these fish will do, like a drum. Wishful thinking. We were out here yesterday. I was talking about how we pulled right up earlier in the live stream. We pulled right up out here and just happened to stop right at a big trash ball, a big convergence occurrence. So we thought it was just seaweed and stuff like that, and I really hope that's not what's happening right now. I feel like an idiot. But we fished it and got all mad, like, oh, this is too much seaweed, we can't do this. Walked down the beach, and it turns out everything's fine. We were just in a really bad spot. But then, so we moved down to where we're at right now. And we were fishing yesterday, tearing it up, having a ball. Well, then some other guys pulled up with like the spread of like, you know, the big 30 wide rods. They're put out the big ones for sharks and stuff, casting them off the beach. Like they were putting these big $2,000 setups into, you know, 36 inches of water. And they were doing it on top of all of that, right in that trash pile that we had just got out of. Kind of comical. As somebody who was the idiot first and did that trash pile, I get to talk, you know, I get to talk crap about that. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly, Ben. I know, I try to avoid that. It's a fun conversation, but we're on the same page. Doo-doo, sure, got good taste, man. You got good taste. That's all I'll say about that. That might be a fish. Coldest cup of coffee I've ever had, I think. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Hold on. We have birds working right in front of us. La Cumandera. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome. Ah, shit. I just took seaweed all the way to my reel. Oh, it's coming in bad. This sucks. That's going to take me forever to clean that reel. Come on, look at that. What a mess. Hey, Rig Hard, I appreciate you, man. Have a happy new year. Thank you for hanging out with us. I look forward to talking to you a little bit more in the very near future, sir. Have a wonderful day. Make it a great start to the year, my friend. Shoot. I don't have it on this. On any one of my videos, at the very end of the description of the video, I have my email address. Hit me up. I apologize. I don't have a better way of giving out information. I was caught a little off guard. I apologize for that. And I didn't put it into the description on this video, on this live stream. It's just orchardstanley@gmail.com. My last name, my first name, and then Gmail. No periods or underscores or anything. Awesome. Let's talk. And have a good day, man. Let's make it a good one. Yes, we are going to be going live on Tuesday. We've been working hard at like all new assets and everything for the stream. Redoing all the quirky little stuff for it. Playing with our ideas on the format. We didn't even really get much of a break from it because we've been doing like a little bit of brainstorming and stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, we're excited to be jumping back on Tuesday. Holy crap, this weed is bad. I've got to do one more cast. I've got to make it a big one. because I've got seaweed in my spool now. I got to get that out of there. I think this is probably going to be my last cast with this rod. I need to ask Rich, but I'm assuming he probably feels the same way, getting tired of cleaning this off the lines. Holy crap, that other rod is just packed with weeds. You know what, I'm not even going to put a bait on this. I'm just going to cast it and get that weed out of there. That is so much seaweed on the last two rods. That's unreal. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but honestly, kind of curious about heading down to Packery Channel and seeing what it looks like over there. I haven't seen it today. Might make that run. Get out of this rod's way. Want to repack the line on here. Without a bait, I'll be able to really zing it. Really get that line out of there. Just what I needed. Rich just put out one more line, so we're gonna let that bait sit for a minute. Holy crap, I just got this guy clean and now it's all full of weed again. Oh, I swear. We're sitting on a trash pile, I know it. We just got a big one ripping down the beach or something, I'm sure. All right, now we got to get that other rod. It's bad. All right, maybe it's a really big fish, right? Maybe that's what's going on. See all the weed down the line from there? No, I don't. It froze up. Oh, these weeds are so bad. It's that bayweed. Like, I don't mind sargasso, but the bayweed is so fine. It's like hair. You get so many of those fine little hairs on there. It makes it really hard to pull off sometimes. You get like these tiny little clumps. And I just don't want those piled up in my reel. There's so much of it. All right, I tell you what, this is what we are going to do here. As soon as I get my check back up. All right. So this is not being a very fruitful endeavor right now. We're having fun, but we're not getting our sunrise like we wanted. The fish that we are getting is few and far between. We didn't get skunked. But this isn't working, so it's time to readjust. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull these lines in. We're gonna pack it in. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. But I'm gonna see about making a little run down to Packery Channel, and I'll post a shorts video about that so you can see how things look over there in case you're curious. So, on that note, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit this morning. I apologize for there not being a sunrise, but you know what, we're having fun. I was enjoying it regardless. I don't even care. I'm never unhappy to catch hardheads. And I'm not going to say that was the best hardhead I ever caught in my life. But I do feel good about not getting skunked for the first fishing trip of the of 2023. Hooey. So, have a wonderful new year. I look forward to seeing what everybody's going to be doing with their, you know, in the new year. What wonderful things has everybody got for us? Feel free to join us in the live stream on Tuesday. It's going to be on the A&J Outdoors channel with John Andrzejewski. We're got a whole new season of live streams coming up. And stay tuned for that shorts video we do out at Packery Channel. I'll show you what's going on. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next stream, the next video, whatever we got going on. Have a great day, guys. If I can get it to stop.